Hello everyone, this is Cooking with Mr. and Mrs. E. Welcome back to our channel. We hope you are all doing well. We're going to make shrimp pot today. The weather's getting cold and now is the perfect time for a nice, warm, comforting soup or stew. So come along to the market with us and let's shop for our ingredients.
Hey, Mrs. E. I thought we were making shrimp pot. The ingredients you want are in this aisle.
Oops, sorry, I got distracted. For our shrimp pot, we will start with some tofu. Tofu by itself is kind of boring, but once you toss it into a soup or stew, it soaks up lots of flavor, and once you taste it, it will be really juicy and delicious. Today, we're going to choose this type of tofu. We love the crunchy texture of its lightly fried skin. We also want to have some mushrooms in our soup, so we're going to get some seafood mushrooms. Yakisoba sauce, okonomiyaki sauce, Korean soy sauce, Japanese vinegar. They have a variety of Asian sauces here. But this is what we're looking for, Shao Hsing wine, a traditional Chinese cooking wine. Ta-da! Now comes the star of our soup, shrimp. For this recipe, we highly recommend to use the shrimp with their heads on. And look at the price. We are so lucky! Tadaima! Now let's prepare for our shrimp pot. Slice some ginger and julienned, then put in a small bowl and set aside. Here is the lightly fried tofu we got from the store. I am going to cut it in half. Then I'm going to turn it on a side, cut it in half again. Just like that. Get a few Napa leaves. Cut them into small chunks. Now we're going to make a sauce for our shrimp pot. 2 tablespoons of light soy sauce, 1 tablespoon of dark soy sauce, 1 tablespoon of fish sauce, 2 tablespoons of Shao Hsing wine, 1 tablespoon of oyster sauce, 1/4 teaspoon of ground white pepper. Then we need to add 2 cups of chicken stock. Give it a stir, then our sauce is done. Here is the fresh shrimp we got from the store. I cleaned and trimmed them. The chunked Napa leaves. I found a can of bamboo shoots in our pantry. It will add more texture for our soup. The cleaned and trimmed seafood mushrooms. Triangle-shaped lightly fried tofu. And some julienne ginger. White vermicelli. It gets bigger when you put it into the soup, and it has a wonderful, slightly chewy al dente texture. Oh, and here is the sauce we just made. Now let's cook. First, let's build our broth. Add some oil to the pan and let it heat. When the oil is nice and hot, put in fresh julienned ginger and let it caramelize a bit. I am taking the heads off some of the shrimp and put them in the oil too. Putting the shrimp heads in the oil with the caramelized ginger brings out unique flavor. It gives our soup tons of umami. Saute everything together for like 10 seconds. And now I turn the heat up to high. And add the sauce. And 1 more cup of broth. And let it boil. Meanwhile, we will make the rest of our soup. Heat some oil and put the Napa in. Then lay the tofu on the top. Then the bamboo shoots. Then our mushrooms. We are going to add the broth we made. If you don't like the heads, you can strain them out. I am pouring in some water here. It looks like it's a chicken broth, but I'm just using the box as a convenient measure. Now we're going to simmer it with the lid on for 20 minutes. Then we add the vermicelli and simmer it for another 5 minutes. Now it's time for the shrimp. You don't want to overcook the shrimp. Just a minute or two. That's it. Now our shrimp pot is ready to serve.
Ooh, smells so good. I can hardly wait to try some.
Isn't it? This is Cooking with Mr. and Mrs. E. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to keep up with us on YouTube. Let us know what cold weather dishes you like to cook.
Bye-bye. 谢谢。
谢谢观看，下期再见。